It's a challenge that's foiled successive Home Secretaries.
People shouldn't be taking this very, very dangerous journey.
What is happening in the Channel with small boats is unsafe, unfair and unacceptable.
The tough talk and joint action plans haven't worked. The numbers crossing the Channel are higher than ever. And in Bexley, 2 weeks off a by-election, there's cut through.
Definitely migrants are more important than MPs having other jobs, obviously trying to earn extra money elsewhere. Obviously, immigration is definitely more important than that.
I think they're doing enough to address the issue. You know, we've got the borders hopefully sorted out and moving in the right direction.
That's important to me, their safety, not necessarily whether or not the migrants are crossing the Channel. Definitely would sway how I vote.
It's an issue of growing political importance to the Prime Minister, who's now deploying this man, the Cabinet Office Minister Steve Barclay, to bring together different departments and find a solution.
What country do you come from?
Labour want more safe routes opened up to help people fleeing persecution. But the government have been looking at processing migrants offshore in a third country. This week, the Albanian ambassador rejected reports that people could be sent there.
Could the government legally send migrants to a third country to be processed?
In theory, under the Refugee Convention, they could. But the Refugee Convention is there to ensure that the government doesn't return people to countries where they might be persecuted or where their fundamental human rights will be breached. We very much doubt if the government will be making arrangements for them to be suitably looked after in these countries. So it will be illegal. We're pretty sure of that.
The Home Secretary had threatened to pull the £54 million promised to help French police patrol the beaches. Priti Patel met France's Interior Minister this Monday, but trust between the two sides is fraught.
I think the Home Office needs some help here because although they are responsible for border security and border management and immigration controls, this is an international problem.
But what's in it for them on the French side?
Well, I think we need to recognise that France, like many European countries, have themselves lost control of their borders. There are no borders in the EU, and we know what's happening in the Mediterranean. We can see pictures of migrants massing on the Belarus-Poland border, so we need agreements with other countries.
Until then, boats keep arriving. 3 times as many migrants have already crossed the Channel this year compared to last.
Pinpointing why we've seen that rise is hard. Part of it is thought to be down to the fact that we haven't seen as many migrants coming over in lorries, and people smugglers now in many cases see this route coming in small boats as a more successful, less risky way of making it to Britain.
But it is by no means a route without risk, and finding a legal and ethical solution won't be easy for a Prime Minister who wants to be tough on immigration. Success will be measured by images like this, the flimsy dinghies left behind in Kent, and the political cut-through further afield. Ali Fortescue, Sky News.